People do for money what people do for money.
When you're interested in someone at school, you make sure to come correct. You practice your lines in the mirror. You make sure you wear your best outfit on the day you plan to holler. If you can just catch her between second and third period, you'll have just enough time to ask her for her number. Young romance is usually a planned affair, and so is the investing perspective of Malcolm Ethridge.
They say that money make the world go round.
Welcome to Manage Your Damn Money. I'm Ben Carter. We're here sitting here with Mr. Malcolm Ethridge. He's one of financial advisors for one of the largest wealth management companies in the world. Welcome, Malcolm. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm glad to be here.
There's one question that I have to start. I think Shake Shack is IPOing this year. Tell me that they will help me get out of debt if I buy into them.
If you had gotten in 6 years ago when Shake Shack first rolled out their second store, you probably would be paying off every student loan you ever had.
Okay, I'd be good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I guess a good question to start off with, though, more seriously. If somebody's just getting into investing for themselves, starting with no understanding, no knowledge, what would you suggest they do to get acclimated to the investment world?
I think the very first thing you can do is find a company or a small number of companies, no more than 5, that you feel like are probably a good investment for whatever reason. I don't care if it's, you see a Walmart everywhere you go or you see an Exxon on every corner and that's your rationale. Find that 1, 3, 5 companies, narrow it down, decide which one's going to be the first one you want to go to. There's not necessarily any, magic potion to it. You just got to get started.
I know off camera we talked about compounding interest. What is compounding interest, and what do you feel like particularly young people miss about compounding interest? Like,
to take a step back, compounding interest is basically the principle that, if I have $100 that goes into an account today, right, and it earns me 1, 2, 5%, whatever, that additional fractional return that I got on it this year is going to add to what's invested next year to have some interest earned on it as well. And then over time, who knows how long you're going to leave that thing there, because retirement is kind of the thing on everybody's mind. How long do we have before retirement is even a real conversation?
It feels like a long time, but maybe it's not.
So you have all those years of that investment compounding on top of itself before you're ever even really thinking about using that money.
Do young folks not really take advantage of that in your experience?
I don't think so. I have conversations
People don't like free money.
Essentially, that's the way I look at it too. People don't necessarily realize that if you just save $5 today, it'll be worth a lot more, 20 years from now than it is now.
What was your damn I'm broke moment?
Man.
And then how did you work through that time?
You mean what were they?
Tell me about them.
I probably, as a college student, when I went and went to Subway to get a sandwich and my card got declined. And I made a $5 footlong and my credit card can't even buy me a $5 sandwich. And so this is the honest truth. I said, you know what? I'm gonna have to find something with a dollar menu. That right there was when I said, I gotta do something better than this. I had a job, you know what I mean? That just, that was the thing, like the V8 juice thing when it smacks you in the head, that was the thing that smacked me in the head. I said,
For people who are struggling to come around to their aha moment, what would be something that you would say to folks to get them to take hold of some better values when it comes to the use of their money?
I once heard a reference to us being millennials, us being referred to as the ninja generation. That stands for no income, no job, and no assets. That's what our generation has to look forward to.
Okay.
And so it sounds bleak, right? It's pretty
bleak.
awful, and people don't really want to have to think about it too much right now because, folks are still in their 20s, 30s. even early 40s, sometimes I meet people that say, you know what, I haven't done anything to start to save for retirement.
Wow.
I've got 2, 3 kids, and I haven't done anything to save for them to go to college. I know these things are coming, but I haven't done anything at all to really put myself in a place to where when I get to that bridge, I can cross it. You know, people say I cross that bridge when I come to it. Well, what do you do then?
You ain't gonna have anything to cross the bridge with.
I think the biggest thing is for people to realize that a lot of the complacency and apathy that as a group I see manifesting itself, we don't have that luxury.
All right, so we talked a lot about retirement, IRAs, compounding interest. If people want to learn more about these different issues and items, where would you refer them to? Like what resource?
I would say online, obviously, is going to be your best resource for anything. But the first place I would go is irs.gov. So they make it very plain what your limitations are, what your capabilities are, what the limits are, and that sort of thing. I would say, first off, go to the IRS's website, see what they have to say about it. That way you know every single year how much you can throw into that IRA or 401k or whatever like that.
Absolutely.
Also, talk to your human resources department. You know, if your company offers a 401k, find out if they're going to match your contribution. Find out, you know, how to enroll into the 401k. Find out how long before your money is vested into that plan. Those sorts of things. That's what they're there for. Knock down their door, find out that information.
All right, Malcolm, that was some great information. Malcolm Ethridge, financial advisor here on Manage Your Damn Money. Thank you for coming, sir.
Glad to be here, man.
Absolutely.
Anytime.
Thank you, man.